Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Today we're going to introduce you to a new design for memory care. It's not like a hotel or hospital. It's more like home, complete with a living room, family-style dining, and outdoor courtyard. Judy Blanding is the executive director for the brand new Azura Memory Care in Fox Point. Hi, Judy.
Hi, Molly. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Great to see you. It's been a long time since I've seen you.
I know. It's been a few years. Yes.
Yeah, it has. Used to see you in our building here all the time, so it's wonderful to see you. Tell us a little bit about this fascinating model for memory care and how it's unique.
Sure. So Azura has been following this household model for many years. So it's not a new concept to Azura. But what we're doing a little bit differently with that concept here in Fox Point is we've really multiplied it. So this community is fairly large in size. However, we've built it to encompass 4 smaller households. So each household is, as you mentioned, it's intimate, it's cozy, it has a living room, a den, hallways for the bedrooms. But by having 4 different households in the building, residents are able to go out of their front door. They're able to leave the home, go to the common areas. They're able to go to the cafe. They're able to go to the salon. They're even able to go into other homes. And that is really unique and important for somebody with a cognitive impairment because now they don't feel locked in. They don't feel that they're a prisoner, that they can't leave. They suddenly have a sense of freedom and independence because they can come and go as they please. So it's very unique, and it's something that we're really excited to have here in Fox Point.
I love that. I've not been to Fox Point, but I've been to some of the communities in other places, your other locations, and it's extraordinary. I feel like every single detail has been attended to, which is wonderful. And I wonder what the research shows in terms of why this model is so good for people who have memory issues.
Absolutely. So all of this that we have built at Azura is very research-based and very intentional. So from the looping hallways so that there's never a dead end, to the leaning rails so that it's not just a handrail, they can actually lean on it should they get tired. You know, the shortened hallways so that they're not walking long distances and that there's places for them to stop. That's a Dutch door that you're seeing right there. Dutch doors are really important to have because a resident can have a small sense of privacy by keeping the bottom closed, but have the top part open to give them a sense of community and that they're not isolated behind a closed door. The coloring that we use is very specific so that a resident can find their way around and they would know that they're not at their room or they're not in the right house. The carpeting, the lighting. Our lighting is based on the circadian rhythm lighting so that our lights come on specifically at a certain brightness throughout the day. They get brighter at the peak of the day and then they start to dim again later on as we get closer to bedtime. So everything is very intentional, very specific to somebody with a cognitive impairment.
I remember when I visited that even the plates that you use are a specific color to help stimulate appetite. But I'd love for you to talk a little bit about the dining experience, which I also think is fabulous there.
Sure. So the red plates, which we use, that has been proven scientifically to help increase somebody eating up to 25, sometimes 35%. So it really helps with contrast. Contrast is very important to have on a plate, and that red just stimulates eating. In Fox Point, we're lucky enough to have a wonderful commercial kitchen with an executive chef. So our residents here will get lovely meals at lunch and dinner. But the morning, I feel, is one of the highlights of our dining program. We do not have a set breakfast time. You know, the residents aren't rushed up and brought to a dining room by 8 a.m. for breakfast. We really believe, as part of our Mosaic programming, that residents should wake when they want, when they're comfortable in getting up. So our breakfast is pretty much all morning long, and it's made to order. So if you love your Cheerios and banana and coffee, you can have that every day at whatever time, whether it's 5 a.m. or 9 a.m. And that really helps somebody with cognitive impairment have a better start to their day. When they can wake up when they want and they don't feel rushed and they feel in control, it really sets them up for a successful day.
One thing I wondered about, Judy, is do you separate people by ability level, or do people of all different levels share the same household?
We believe in a blended household model at Azura. We find that because cognitive impairment can change very rapidly, and it can change from day to day, that it is much better for that person to stay within their environment and in the room that they become comfortable in. That gives them a more success. It's better for them. They have less behaviors. It's less traumatic. And we've also put some devices in place to make that possible, such as our age in place bathroom. So if a resident today is able to use the bathroom successfully, there's no risk of falling or injuring themselves, we don't have any alarms in place. As that changes for them, we will turn on alarms, we will turn off the water if that's necessary, so that they still feel like they have the ability to use their own bathroom, but now we have safety measures in place so that we can keep them from falling or injuring themselves.
Such a beautiful place, Judy. Thank you so much for telling us about it. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Molly. It was a pleasure to talk to you again.
Thank you again. And right now, people may be wondering about making a move during the pandemic. That's definitely something that you can ask the Azura Assisted Living facility that's closest to you. You can go to azuraliving.com to find the community, the location that's closest to you.